Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the top winter fragrances that I recommend you guys get. I've got some really good fragrances in this list, so make sure you stick around. And guys, just before we start off this video, if you are a fan of fragrances, I've recently just started this channel and this is going to be one of my first videos I record. If you're a fan of fragrances, please feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be making a lot more of these videos. Please don't forget to drop a like and comment down below anything that you think might be useful. So, to explain this list, winter fragrances, as you may or may not know, these are a little bit more complex than your typical fresh summer fragrances. Some of the ones on this list are really sweet, some of them are quite spicy, and they're really heavy fragrances so that they can cut through the cold air. Unlike the freshies where they're a lot more light because of the heat, they're projecting a lot more. And if you wear these winter fragrances in the summertime, they are going to get really annoying. But in the winter, when you need a fragrance to project by itself, these in this list are going to do a great job of that. And I've just realized every single one of the fragrances that I've got on this list are all beast mode performance. So that is going to be completely covered in this video. So, kicking the list off, I've got two honorable mentions, and they're actually both clones of popular fragrances. So, the first one we've got is this one here. This is Lattafa Assad. And the second one we've got is Jean Lo Nouveau, I think. Novo. I think it's Novo by Maison Alhambra. So, this one here, Assad by Lattafa, this is supposed to be a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. So we'll start off with this one just because I've got it in my hand. This is a very nice, warm, spicy, ambery fragrance. I'd say compared to Sauvage Elixir, this is a very good clone. I'd say it's about 85% similar. Yeah, it's got this kind of spicy Middle Eastern note. It could be the pepper that's in here, but you've got the main kind of notes you get in this one are vanilla, amber, pepper, and a little bit of wood and a little bit of spices as well. This one is also one of the more versatile ones on this list and one of the more like safe buys, because you can go into John Lewis or you can go into any kind of boot store and you can test the Dior Sauvage Elixir DNA, and if it is something you like, because I know it's going to be in basically any fragrance store that you go to or any fragrance boutique, see if you like Sauvage Elixir, and if you do, then save your money and go for this one because it's very similar. It's a similar sort of direction. It's perfect for a winter night out. You could also just about get away with this in like a spring night and definitely fall. So this one's fairly versatile. This is a really good one. And our other honorable mention we've got is Nouveau by Maison Alhambra. This one, again, is a warm, spicy fragrance, but this one, let me take a quick smell of it to remind myself. Wow. Yeah, this one has got a leather oud as well in here. There's leather and oud definitely in this one. And the notes say that it's got oud in it, but I mean it's a clone, so I highly doubt that they're actually getting real oud wood in here. It's probably like an alternative. I don't know how they use that, but the best way to describe this one is it's a very woody, leathery, chocolatey-ish chocolate powder, I'd say, flowery fragrance. This, if you've ever tried or ever heard of Ombre Nomad, this one, this clone of Nouveau Monde by Louis Vuitton, if you couldn't tell by the bottle design, this is like its little brother. And it's a really good price for both of these actually, because they're clones. I think I picked this one up for £30 on Amazon and I picked this one up for £25. Out of the two, I'd say this one's slightly more wearable. I've worn this one in the office mainly, in the day. It's fairly professional. I've had some good compliments on it too. And the projection on both of these is crazy good. And for the price, you really can't go wrong. Out of the two though, I'd say if you wanted to spend a tiny bit more and get something a little bit more versatile, I would definitely recommend giving this one a go. Oh man, this thing's powerful for the first few hours. It projects amazing and it's super dark. I really like this one. Okay guys, so kicking off our list in the number 5 spot. This one is slowly going down and down in my lists, and the reason why is in terms of performance, especially nowadays, clone houses and some of the more niche and like the elixir style of fragrances are overtaking this one in terms of longevity and projection. The number 5 spot, Maison Margiela by the Fireplace. And this is exactly what it says on the bottle. When you smell it, it's just that beautiful, warm, woody vanilla smell. You've got a really nice chestnut in here. And in my opinion, this is a slightly better niche version, if you want to say it's niche, version of Stronger With You Intensely. Performance on my skin, I get around 7 to 8 hours before it turns to a skin scent. This is more kind of close quarters. It's very good for the day. It's very good for the nighttime. And it actually has got quite good scent trail. It's got quite nice sillage. I really like this one. As you can see, I've used a lot of this. Oh. But if you want to get compliments, get this one, guys. It's very good. It's definitely a winter one. I wouldn't wear this one in the summer. This one's got that really nice alluringness to it where people want to come closer to you. You smell really cozy with this. I can see someone wearing a nice sweater would wear this. Coming in the number 5 spot, Maison Margiela by the Fireplace. Okay guys, breaking into our number 4 spot. This one is the opposite of By the Fireplace. This one is a more sweet, loud, out there, outgoing one, whereas By the Fireplace is more kind of seductive and kind of drawing you in. Whereas this one, number 4, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, is the complete opposite of that. This one is a loud party going fragrance. This is, oh my god, this thing is amazing. Yeah, this has got the main notes of vanilla and pear. That's the main 2 things you get in this. Oh, it's this really juicy pear with a really nice sweet cinnamon and vanilla kind of base to it. This thing is so good for clubbing. The projection and longevity on my skin are beast mode. This thing is a beast mode fragrance. I'd probably say I get around 7 to 8 hours of on my skin, maybe a little bit more actually. I'd say about 10 hours I've had in some cases. And this thing, when you're going out on a night out, if you go clubbing and you wear this one, you are bound to get compliments because it smells nice, it's playful, which is kind of, you're not taking yourself so seriously. So going out in the clubs, going out in like the towns and stuff in the wintertime, this thing is a really good buy. The projection on this is crazy good. I sprayed this on my friend before we went out clubbing and I could smell him the whole night and he smelled amazing. So coming in the number 4 spot, perfect for clubbing. You probably could get away with this in the day as well if it's a really cold day and you're not going indoors. This could be a really good one for that. There's also a lot of decent clones out there too. So coming at the number 4 spot, we have got Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Okay guys, coming in at the number 3 spot. This one's a fairly newer one on my list and it's still in the box. I need to get it out if I can. Word of warning though, this one is more for the people that are into niche perfumery and you want to take a risk. This one's not going to be for everyone, I will be honest. Do not blind buy this. If you do end up getting this one, I would recommend sampling it first. This is also going to be one of the most expensive ones on this list. So I'm not really selling it too well for you guys, but this one for me, I sprayed this on my hand earlier, on my wrist. Oh man, this thing is good. It is spicy, it's incensey, it lasts forever. This thing is known as the Blue Beast. If you couldn't tell already, that is this one here, Amouage Interlude Man, and it looks black on the camera, but trust me, and I'll try and shine the light behind it, This is the Blue Beast. This is also the Black Iris version. So this is the kind of more wearable out of the interlude versions. Oh man, that's good. This thing, though, it is very hit or miss. You're either going to absolutely love this one like I do, or you're going to absolutely hate this. The original one of this has, I think, a cumin note in it. So to determine if you are going to like this one, go into your pantry or your cupboard and get some spices and just smell the spices. Go and smell the rosemary, go and smell the cumin. If that's something that you'll like, you may end up liking this. This is a very spicy, heavy, incensey smell. It does sometimes get compared to the smell of BO. And I will be honest with you, if you smell it really close to skin, yes, there is that kind of sweaty BO smell to it. And I'm not going to hide that fact. There is definitely that earthy BO smell in there. Whenever I first sprayed this, I said to my friend as a joke that this smells like a licorice gorilla enclosure. It smells like a gorilla enclosure filled with licorice. If you've ever been to a zoo and you've ever tried black licorice, you'll know what I'm on about if you smell this. But in the air, that is where this thing really comes into play. This, when you smell the sillage of it and you smell your kind of scent bubble around you, because you are going to be smelling it all day, by the way, because this is probably one of the best in terms of longevity and projection on the list. This is that really nice orris, spices with a nice amber in here. Oh man, and the dry down on this. When you get to the dry down, this thing is just heavenly. It's so good. Oh man, the vanilla patchouli, this thing, oh, so good if it's the type of fragrance you'll like. So coming in at the number 3 spot, be very careful when picking this one up. I would recommend sampling it. I will leave a link below to a few samples that I have got of this actual bottle. So if you live in the UK and you are looking to sample this one, I will leave a link down below. For the US, I'll leave another link if I can find one, but this one, really nice one. I really like this one. Okay guys, coming in at the number 2 spot, it just misses out on the number 1. This is another niche fragrance by the House of Parfums de Marly. This one doesn't get talked about too much compared to the other ones. I love this one. It's a really nice vanilla, warm, spicy again, but with this nice patchouliness to it as well. One we're talking about is this one here. Underrated in my opinion. Parfums de Marly Carlisle. And the bottle of this, and the smell of it too. The heaviest cap in the world, by the way. Oh man, when I smell this, it reminds me of and when I look at the bottle, it just reminds me of Batman. If Batman wore a fragrance and he had his suit on, this is what Batman would smell like. Wow. This thing's good. This thing is good. And when you get to the dry down of this, oh my god. This thing is so good. You can wear this in the day, you can wear this in the night. This is definitely kind of towards the end of fall, definitely winter, in the cold winter months. I can see someone with a nice kind of coat, like a fur coat or a leather jacket with leather gloves or something. That is what this person would wear. Now this one doesn't say there's any leather in it, but maybe it's the tonka bean, maybe it's the nutmeg that I'm getting in this. But I definitely get this kind of real leathery smell to it. It's quite weird, almost fresh. There's like a almost kind of rosy freshness to it. I think rose is actually listed as one of the notes actually. Yeah, it's just this really nice blend of sweet green but like powdery vanilla in here. When I smell this, I do draw a little bit of similarities to Red Tobacco by Mancera, but I'd say this is definitely the more wearable version. In terms of projection and longevity, this is nuclear. This stuff will not leave your skin for 24 hours. A little bit like Interlude Man, but this one is just more sweet, more mass appealing as well. So this one will draw you a lot more compliments, and this one's a lot more alluring as well. Really like this one, guys. Oh, man. This is what, like I said, this is what Batman smells like. Yeah, smelling this one, it's a little bit mature, so this smells like a man he knows what he's doing. This is what this fragrance is, guys. This is a fragrance I can see someone who knows what they're doing in their life. This is the person who has got their stuff together and they're crushing it and they just don't care what other people have to think of them. They know. They already know what you're going to say about them. Oh, man. So amazing. Number 2 spot, guys. Carlisle by Parfums de Marly. So good. And guys, just before we get on to the number 1 spot, I do just want to say all of the fragrances that we have talked about so far, they are all going to be linked down in the description below. If you do want to go and pick them up, then I will be putting affiliate links, which means that I will be getting a slight kickback to it, but it helps me fund more bottles on the channel and it helps me make more review videos. So with that said, guys, let's move straight on to number 1. And guys, coming in at the number 1 spot, this is something that blew me away when I first smelled it. This is the perfect mix of everything that we've talked about so far. It's got niche quality. It smells amazing. You can wear it in the day, you can wear it in the night, you can wear it to the club, you can wear it on a date. You might not be able to get away with it in the office, but still. This one is amazing. The projection's amazing. The longevity is amazing. The price is amazing. I've had so many good compliments on this one. I'm so surprised why and how they've managed to do this, guys. Number 1 spot, we have got Camera by Lattafa. Oh my god. Every time I wear this or every time I spray it, it just blows me away. This is probably one of my favourite fragrances that I own. And it's also one of the cheapest too. This is a clone of, well, they say it's a clone of Angel Share by Kilian. And also the bottle design of this one is so nice. I really like this one. It's very sweet. I will just let you know that. Oh, smelling this straight out of the bottle, it just smells like cinnamon, dates, vanilla, and then you just get this blast of like tonka bean and praline as well, like the chocolates that you get. Oh, there's so much going on in this one, but it's so good. Projection and longevity. There have been times where I'll spray this on my hand and I'll wear it into work and I'll spray it on at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'll come home, I'll have a shower and I'll get ready for bed at 9 o'clock, and whilst I'm brushing my teeth, I can still smell this on my hand. That is how good the juice is and how long it lasts on my skin. I have the Kawa version of this one as well, which I've got by here, and this is very similar fragrance, just this one has got a coffee note to it. And the reason why I wanted to show this one quickly is because I have no idea what they put in this thing, but sometimes when I wear it, sometimes the projection's not so good and the longevity's not so good, but other times this, I've sprayed it on a Thursday afternoon at about 8 p.m. I've gone to play football at 5-a-side. I've come home, had a shower. I've gone to work the next day, had a shower in the afternoon. I've gone to football on a Saturday for a game, come home and had a shower. And on Sunday night, whenever I'm about to go and have a shower again, I could still just about smell this on my hand. So I have no idea what they put in this thing. If you are looking for something that lasts a long time, this thing projects for about 6 hours before it kind of slowly turns into, like I said, that really kind of deep sitting sweet skin scent. In terms of reactions and compliments on this, every time I've worn it or every time I've shown this to someone, they are blown away by it. Like they simply are just blown away by it. I can't talk about this one enough without going into like a full in-depth review, which I will do. I will do it on the channel because this is a very popular fragrance and I've had a few people ask me to give this one a review. So coming in at the number 1 spot, guys, this is so cheap. It's a almost no-brainer winter fragrance. This should be in everyone's collection. Really nice one if you don't know what to wear for the winter time and you just want something sweet. 3 sprays, you're good to go all day long. So guys, that is going to do it for this list. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it informative and you found it helpful. I've included a wide range of everything. So we've got really nice cheap ones in here, like camera, which is like £30. And then you've got some expensive ones in here like Amouage, which you can be fetching for up to like £200. So I've tried to keep this list in the kind of everything sort of range. If you're looking for something really nice and versatile, I'd probably say this one. If you want to be the boss, then I recommend you pick up this one. This one's a little bit more expensive though, but if you are going for a scent like that, you've already made it. If you're looking for something really nice and alluring, you've got this one by the fireplace. And then if kind of going out more is your sort of thing and you like going out in the winter times and you like just having fun, I'd recommend either one of these two. Really good for clubbing and getting good reactions, these two. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching this video. The support on the last few ones have been absolutely incredible. I'm a new channel and I really want to keep making these videos for you guys. So make sure to drop a like on this video, comment down below what your top 3 fragrances for the winter are. And with that said guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.